Hi everyone, welcome to Thursday, and today we're going to take a look at Auckland International Airport and see how their shares have been performing. In the meantime, just remember that this is for educational purposes only, certainly not intended for personalised financial advice. If you're looking for that, then you do need to go and have a chat with your own financial advisor. They'll certainly be able to help. Just remember though, I do a weekly share trading signal service, and that's where every week I send out an update on any shares that I'm buying, selling, or any that I'm actually moving my stop losses up on, hopefully because they're in the money. So if you want to come along and have a look at that, free for the first 30 days, and it's just set really to guide you on your own share trading journey and hopefully cut down the noise. So anyway, let's jump across and have a look at Auckland International Airport. Right, as you can see, I've got Auckland International Airport up here on the screen, and I've got it over a 5-year period. And just sort of from a quick glance, it sort of almost looks like we are a little bit range bound here with Auckland Airport. I know it has been going on for some time, pretty much from around March 2023. We've had this high point here of around sort of $8.80 mark, and you can see by the dashed line that it's actually touched it quite a few times. Hey, whether it breaks through, who knows? I mean, I'm not here to sort of forecast the future at all, but it does look that way. The other thing that you can see as well is if I move my cursor, you can see that the share is sort of having a line of support at around that sort of $7.18, $7.20 mark. So that's what I mean by it looks like it's a little bit range bound. It keeps hitting those two parameters without breaking through in either direction. A good positive thing that we have seen is back here, the week beginning the 2nd of February, the 12th of February this year, so only last week, we saw a very, very good strong candle here, and you can see that by that green, and that means there was a lot of volume, and correspondingly, the share went up, which is a great indicator for us. Just let's take a look at this over the 1 year, and this will break it down to a daily. So you can really see that we've got some consolidation happening up here at around that sort of $8.80, $8.85. And if I break it down sort of further, looks like we've got a line of resistance probably at around this $8.34 mark. This is of recent times on a daily chart, bear in mind. Let's put the moving averages on and see how they look. So for you, those of you who follow me regularly, I like to use the 13 and I like to use the exponential moving average. And you can see here that the share on a daily basis is actually trading below that 30-day exponential moving average. So for me, I wouldn't be wanting to enter any new positions on Auckland Airport, because as they say, when shares are trading below that moving average, potentially things could happen on a downside, but at the same time it could just be a small blip, so we would want to watch that with caution is what I would say. Let's also put on the 15 period moving average. Like I've spoken of before, these are not magic numbers. These are just certainly the moving averages that I use. And the important thing is to be consistent with them. So what I mean there, don't chop and change. So don't go from 30 to 15 to suddenly go out to 20 to 40. Stick to whatever moving averages you want to use and basically implement that. Don't chop and change, because if you chop and change, you'll get mixed results, and that can really sort of upset, if you like, your trading strategies. So as you can see here, the faster moving average on a daily chart does look like it's getting awfully close to that slower moving 30 period moving average. So that is also why I would be a little bit cautionary on this particular share. The other thing too on a daily chart, if I look down here to the MACD, which is the moving average convergence divergence, it is facing downwards. So that's also why I would be a little bit cautionary on this one. Let's go back to the 5-year, which takes us back to a weekly view. I zoom in a little bit. So This red candle here is trading for the 18th of February, so I'm recording this on Tuesday. And sure, that the market is down a little bit, but we're only talking 5 cents, so it's certainly not negligible. We obviously had a positive week last week, which is great to see. And the shares are trading above both of those moving averages. So, like I say, because of looking at I like to look on the weekly for my setup and then just go to the daily just to confirm that setup. So because the share was trading under those moving averages on a daily basis, I would probably just keep it maintained on a watch list and just see how it goes. The last thing that I like to look at as well is just see how it's actually performing in comparison to the main board. So let's put the NZX 50 up here. And that's another reason that I wouldn't at this stage be entering into Auckland Airport. You can see the solid red line trading up here. That is the NZX 50, the main board, which of course Auckland Airport is on, and it's trading beneath that. I myself like to make sure that any share that I'm trading is trading above the main board. So if the main board's rising, then I also want to make sure that the share I'm investing in is rising as well, because that is what drives the market. When they're sort of a little bit laggards like this one is, obviously it does contribute to the overall performance of the NZX 50, but it's certainly not one of the standout performers. But again, keep it on a watch list. Who knows? It could turn around and change, and certainly be something that I would want to put in my portfolio. So I hope that's helped, and keep those share codes coming, because I love to be able to review what people are wanting to do research on. Happy to help, and I also read all the comments and respond to them that you put on my channel. So thanks very much, and we'll catch you next week.